Hey there, friend. Have you ever felt invisible? Like no one really sees or understands what you're going through? Maybe you're walking through a difficult season and it feels like you're carrying the weight of the world alone. You look around and as if no one notices your pain. You might be asking, does anyone really see me? Anyone truly understand? Well, if you ever had those thoughts, I want you to hear this truth. You're not alone. Not for a single moment. God is with you closer than your very breath. Even when life is heavy, when people don't understand, when the silence is deafening, God sees you. God hears you. And He has never left your side. There's a story in the Bible, one of my favorites, found in the first King James 19. It's about Elijah. He's one of God's prophets. He had just experienced one of the greatest victories of his life when he called down fire from heaven to prove that the Lord is God. But right after that, Elijah found himself running for his life, threatened by Queen Jezebel. He was exhausted, discouraged, and overwhelmed. And he sat down under a tree and prayed, God, I've had enough. Just take my life. Have you ever felt in that space so drained and overwhelmed that you didn't know how to keep going? Elijah hid in a cave, completely alone. And then something happened. God told him to stand on the mountain and wait. A mighty windstorm passed through, but God wasn't in the wind. Then an earthquake, but God wasn't in that either. And then a fire, but still God wasn't there. And finally, a gentle whisper. That's where God was. Sometimes that's how God shows up in our lives. Not in a loud, dramatic moments, but in quiet whispers that say, here I am. I see you. You're not alone. I remember a time in my own life when I was a young adult, I felt truly alone. Everything felt uncertain. I was struggling to find my place, to feel like I belonged. I felt like I didn't have anyone who really saw me or understood me. And now looking back, I can see that God was there, helping me to build a stronger foundation and guiding me. For example, through my friend who sent me a kind message, or a scripture that spoke to my heart, or in the peace that I felt when I cried out to Him. That's how God works. We may not always notice His presence in the moment, but He's always near. One of my favorite promises in the scripture is Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Yet again in Isaiah 41:10, God says, do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with all my righteous right hand. God never promises we wouldn't face hard times, but He did promise that we wouldn't face them alone. If you're struggling right now, hold on to this truth. God is with you. God sees your pain, and He will never leave you. So how can we experience God's presence in the hardest moments? Here's 3 simple ways. Pause and acknowledge Him. Take a moment. Close your eyes and say, God, I know you're here. You don't need fancy words or even a simple prayer like, Lord, I need you, invites peace into your heart. Pay attention to the whispers. God often speaks to us in small moments, a kind word, an encouraging verse, or a quiet peace in the storm. Listen for Him in the gentle places. Share your heart. Be honest with God. Tell Him exactly how you're feeling. Open your heart to the comfort only He can bring. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt God's presence during a tough time? Share your story in the comments. It could be encouraging to someone who needs it today. If you need prayer, please leave a comment. I'd be honored to pray for you personally. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded today you're not alone, not forgotten, not unseen. Even when the world overlooks you, God never does. He's holding you, walking beside you, whispering, I am with you always. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.